A very happy Republic Day. We the people. Rolling coverage continues here on News 9. Very soon, visuals from Kartavya Path, where the grand festivities and the grand parade is soon going to commence with the President, of course, with our chief guest for the day, Ursula von der Leyen, the President of the European Commission and the President of the European Council, Antonio da Costa, is also going to be with us. The chief guest, they're going to be gracing the saluting dais and the Kartavya Path Boulevard. About 10,000 people are going to be in attendance, 6,000 army personnel, live visuals from Kartavya Path on your screens as the Ganatantra Divas celebrations finally begin. With me on the broadcast to continue speaking about all those aspects, about the first evers for this particular parade, about the first Republic Day celebration after post-Operation Sindoor, and the self-resilience and Atmanirbharta that is going to be in focus. Needless to say, 150 years of Vande Mataram, that's going to be the theme for this Republic Day celebrations. From the Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President's bodyguard, in that sacrosanct alignment, the gleaming pride and the patriotic fervor for all of us to really imbibe and serenade ourselves with. With me on the broadcast, Commodore Shrikant B. Kasnoor, former Director, Maritime Warfare Center and Naval Expert, Squadron Leader Deepthi Kala, Defense Expert, an ex-Indian Air Force officer, somebody who led the contingent during the 2015 Republic Day as well, and Captain Alok Bansal, Director, India Foundation. Before the festivities really begin, Captain, let me bring in your voice over here as well. First Republic Day post-Operation Sindoor, the flypast is soon going to begin. The showering of the petals, that's for all the regiments that are waiting at Vijay Chowk to really understand, oh, all right, the parade has finally begun. What is it that you're most excited about? The Bhairav Light Commando Battalion is going to be there, the 61st Cavalry in their, hardened battle gear. Many of those contingents are going to be marching across the saluting boulevard in that phased battle manner. 150 years of Vande Mataram cultural display of unity and diversity that is going to be showcased as well. What are your thoughts? Jai Hind, very good morning to you.
Jai Hind, very good morning. Happy Republic Day to all. I think there is no doubt that this being the first Republic Day parade after the Operation Sindoor, Indian Armed Forces will showcase their might as they have been doing year after year. There are a large number of new weapon systems which will be showcased. S-400, which did phenomenally well, will be showcased. But what is most important about this Republic Day is that it comes at a crucial juncture, not only in India's history, but also in global geopolitics. The visit of Ursula von der Leyen, the European Union Council chairperson, as well as European Commission heads, and their coming to India is very, very significant because this coming together of EU and India at this significant juncture when globe or the world at large is undergoing a transformation is very, very significant. So I think the most important fact at this point of time is the chief guest and what's going to follow thereafter, a free trade agreement and EU and India coming closer. That's going to be very, very important. Of course, the weapon systems which are going to be showcased and the tableaus which are going to come showcasing 150 years of Vande Mataram are all going to be extremely significant.
Absolutely. Commodore, any particular contingent that you're going to be rooting for over here? Take us through your earlier childhood memories of Republic Day, even as we're getting visuals from across the country of the Republic Day celebrations, all the governors, all the chief ministers, all the leaders, the astute politicians that are unfurling the tricolour. What a patriotic day this certainly is. It really re-energizes the thought of what India is, how far we've come. Our forefathers, since 1930, when the Constitution was being written down, about 22 different illustrations before each of those chapters. I mean, that entire original manuscript is something to behold in itself. A learning lesson not just for our countrymen to learn where we've actually come from, how far we've reached, what that journey looks like, but for the entire world to look upon one of the largest democracies of the world. Commodore.
Absolutely. What we are seeing on the Republic Day every year is a magnificent spectacle, and it gets better with every passing year when you have more and more displays. You're talking about my childhood. You see, I think many of us, like my other distinguished panelist, Captain Bansal, we've come through Sainik schools where we were groomed into a military tradition fairly early. And this sort of thing never failed to inspire us. It was always awesome. But I also like the bigger point that you're highlighting. It is the greatness of Indian democracy, our republic, which has given people like us. We are all small town people with limited opportunities, but it is India that has given us opportunities to grow, to join the armed forces, to do well there, and to become a part of nation building. It is this republic, it is this democratic values, it is the unity and diversity that is seen in the armed forces a great deal, that enables us to grow and enlarges our human resource component hugely. I think all of us have to be immensely grateful to Mother India for having nurtured us and having brought us to this. And
Hmm.
Republic Day
Hmm.
is a good time to remember and just, if whenever we have and however we can, repay a small part of the debt of gratitude, that huge debt of gratitude that we have. And Republic Day, like I says, it is a goosebumps moment every time that you see it, no matter what. You feel like standing up and saluting when the Tiranga goes up. As always, I'm rooting for the Indian Navy contingent. Some loyalties die hard, and I hope that they're going to come up first again.
All right, then we've spoken about the Indian naval contingent. Let's bring in squadron leader. We can talk about the Indian Air Force contingent as well, and of course about the fly past. Squadron leader Deepthi Kala, talk to us about the fly past. The Mi-17 helicopter, the chopper that's going to be showering the petals first on, something that all the audience members that are going to be present over there and the dignitaries that are going to be present over there really, really enjoy. Everybody's looking up to the sky. It's one of the, the showstoppers of the parade. Then you've got the Su-30, you've got the P-8I, you've got so many of those, heavenly machineries flying right above us. Throw some light on that front.
Indeed. In fact, this is something that was hovering in my mind before you asked this question. That what is if I'm asked this question, so probably that petal showering is my is the best part that I remember since childhood, and even today I'm sure that all the kids who would be present in the parade physically there, everybody waits for that moment, because that's a movement that comes once a year for them when they are on the parade, and the chopper goes and it showers all the petals there. And of course, I'm going to root for the Indian Air Force tableau and the contingent. And when you talk about the entire parade itself, I think tableaus also play a very important role. Today, around 30 tableaus would be there from 17 states and UTs and 13 from the ministries. When we talk about specifically about Indian Air Force also, our focus is more on the Operation Sindoor, because now that the era has changed. Now, in fact, it's not now, it has been there since long. However, the importance has increased. Now we understand the importance of the forces in the sky, because that's where the main battle is happening. That's where the air superiority, whichever country has the most air superiority is going to make it through if any such issues happen or any war commences. So air superiority is our power, with the defense systems in place. So our entire focus for this year's theme would be around Operation Sindoor. In fact, the aircraft in the end would be flying in an Operation Sindoor formation also. That's the highlight that I'm also waiting for, and I would like to see that formation coming up. Around 29 aircraft would be there in the air, and I never knew when I would fantasize those aircraft while being there on the ground as a child in class 2, that later on, probably 20 years down the line, I would be part of um, that Indian Air Force that I was proud of then. And as sir said, we are always in debt for the opportunity that we've had. See, we might be out of the service, but the rank is making us amar. The squadron leader or the commodore, our rank is something that nobody is can ever take away. Even when we are no more, the rank would stay with us. So that's where my gratitude comes, and I'm looking forward to this parade today.
The person retires, the rank never retires. I mean, that's what we've learned, in our, journalistic domain as well. The ranks never ever retire. Captain Bansal, so much has changed in the last few years when we're talking about Republic Day festivities. This time, there are going to be some battle-phased formations. There's going to be the Bhairav Light Commando Battalion that's going to be brought in, some Zanskar ponies that are being brought in, the Bactrian camels that are going to be part of this entire, Republic Day celebrations. And when we're talking about the fly past, some of those GoPros and cameras from inside the cockpits have really changed the domain of how people look at, these machineries when they're flying right above us. All right, on our screens is Shubhanshu Shukla as well. You can see somebody who's been awarded the Ashoka Chakra. So many of those dignitaries, the Padma awardees. It's such a grand day for the patriotic fervor that we've instilled ourselves. Vande Mataram, 150 years of Vande Mataram. But, talk to us about the changing element of the Republic Day, something for all the viewers to really enjoy as well. But at the same time, in a very disciplined manner, we're showcasing the world what we're setting out to do is that we're not stopping anywhere. Every year, there's something new to absolutely watch. And very, very soon, the festivities and the grand parade will finally commence. Captain.
See, firstly, we need to be very clear that the Republic Day parades have transformed as India has progressed, as well as how the warfare has progressed. As you see, new technologies have come, new weapon systems have come. The war fighting has evolved. As you're talking of Bhairav Light Commando battalions, the new weapon systems which have come, and the new formations, the tactics, the hardware, everything has been evolving. And I think I have seen these Republic Day parades from close quarters for last, I think, 2 decades or so. And it's been almost 11 years since I retired. And I have seen that if you see at the list of the chief guests for the Republic Day parade, in the initial decades, we would get away with inviting defense ministers, chief justices, etc. And then as we have grown up, you can see that the invitees for the Republic Day parade has also evolved. The contingent, what we are showing. Now this time you are saying Bactrian camels are being brought from Nubra Valley, etc., which are the double-hummed camel. So bringing all these, as India is evolving, we are, I think, also evolved the parade, its level, the contingents, what are being showcased is also evolved. And I think Indians are being exposed to the diversity and the diversity of India as well as the might of Indian armed forces. And I think with the passage of time, we have also started allowing foreign contingents. I think the United Arab Emirates was one of the first contingents, the French contingent, and this time I understand the European Union contingent is also marching. So the presence of foreign contingents in Republic Day parade is also a new thing. But as I said, the war fighting, the whole process of technology has actually transformed the process of war fighting. We are seeing changes in what is being displayed, what is being presented in the parade has changed. And of course, as I said, I have always felt that fly past at the end is one of the finest things that one can see. Everything can often be observed better on television than being on the Kartavya Path. But one thing which to appreciate, which you have to be there, is, I think, the fly past.
Absolutely, absolutely, Captain. We're going to slip into a quick commercial breather here. 100 cultural artists very soon are going to be heralding this parade as well. Some visuals from the Kartavya Path. The sun is shining. The audience members are nicely seated, gleaming from ear to ear. And very soon, the president in that traditional buggy will start coming down the Kartavya Path right to the saluting dais, because the president's bodyguard is already waiting at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. Minutes from now, the parade is going to be on. A quick commercial breather. Our rolling coverage, We the People, continues on News 9.